Grady E.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the Pick Six Podcast. I'm your host, Musa. I got my guys, Mike, Peso, Clips, and Ty here with me. How's everyone doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
What up?
Doing good, man. Week 1's here. Football's back. Everyone's excited, man.
Yeah, it's like Christmas.
I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little sad, even though I'm not a Packers fan. But to see what happened to Jordan Love, man, I'm kind of feel bad for that man.
It'll be good. It's better than what happened to Aaron Rodgers last year.
No, that ain't, bro.
My thing is that play that was ran didn't need to be ran, in my opinion. I'm not gonna say it was the coach's fault. I'm not gonna say it was the player's fault, but also that person that was on his leg didn't have to do what he did. That was messed up.
Well, since we already on the topic of discussion, I guess we could start off with the recap of the Packers and Eagles game. So, how's everyone feeling about that game? What was your first initial thoughts of the Eagles and the Packers for Week 1?
Saquon, if he can stay healthy, they might be able to be a decent team. But we just know that Saquon's always capable. It's just a matter if he can stay healthy or not.
Yeah, man, Saquon came out guns blazing. Him and A.J. Brown had some strong games. Devonta Smith picked up some big plays when he needed to. How y'all feel about Jalen Hurts? He started off slow. Him and the center had some miscommunications early in that first half.
It kind of was expected. He's used to Mr. Kelsey, so it's to be starting the backups. Well, the new starting center. He got to fill him out, and preseason didn't help with the lack of preseason. That didn't help. So all the mistakes was kind of expected for me. I knew teams was going to be a little bit off because of new lineups and shortened preseason, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the interceptions are basically, typical Jalen Hurts game. So I'm not too worried about that. But the whole miscommunication with the center, it's probably going to be a while till we see the tush push actually be, converted. But once they get that, I think my predictions, the Eagles are going to be scary. Saquon stays healthy, that's what I expected from them, to beat the Packers. It's a close game. My thoughts on the Packers is I just feel like this is why you can't, overrate teams just by a second half of last season. Because going into this season, everyone had the Packers, playoffs. Some people had them in the Super Bowl, and these things can happen. Especially with a young team like that, these things can happen. I was disappointed in their play calling, especially. And I believe the head coach blew all 3 timeouts in the first half by not even the second quarter?
Yeah.
When do you see that in an NFL game? So once I saw that, I knew it was looking slow for the Packers. And I told you guys, especially with them not knowing who their true number one is, they probably know now, but things like that is just not going to get you far. So it's a learning experience from the Packers.
So who do you think their number one is?
What receiver?
Honestly, I still believe it's Romeo Doubs, but Jalen Reed, he's that gadget player. He's that Deebo Samuel. If he wasn't so skinny, I would say he's easily the number one. But when he's
the number one.
Yes, but when he's matching up against, other corners not named Jair Alexander, it'll probably be a tough time for him. But I do think right now he is, he can be the number one. But I think they're trying to make Christian Watson their number one. That's what messed them up in that that game.
Yeah.
Because
I
many
agree.
plays they went for him, he didn't need to be targeted on that play. And that's how they ended up getting nice field position in the Eagles territory and only end up with 2 field goals when they could have had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like based on the scheme of things, Watson had the more favorable matchups, and I think he's their clear-cut deep threat just with his size and speed. But I feel like Jordan Love's more comfortable with Reed as his go-to, especially when Reed can work in and outside the slots. Romeo Doubs should be the number one, but it matters what you're going to do on the production side of the field. And if we're not getting what we will want to see from a number one from Doubs, then Reed might be able to take that spot. What do y'all think about the Green Bay defense? I feel like there was a lot of flags. A lot of silly flag penalties on that side of the ball.
I don't think you can judge either team's defense off that game because of how the field was. Because if you looked on the soccer field, like seen as a soccer field, they're used to running forward and not backwards. So in the first half, everyone was on skates. Like, don't get me wrong, the offense was too, but especially the defense having to go at different angles than just running forward. So it didn't look good. I don't think either team's defense really looked all that good, but I wouldn't judge either team's defense with the quality of field that they had on Friday night.
Yeah, I agree. Just to piggyback on the offensive side of the ball, Watson had 3 receptions that game with 5 targets. Jaden Reed, 6 targets, 4 catches for 38 yards. And Doubs led the team in targets that game. But I agree that the field that game was terrible. You seen Saquon slip on the first play, on the first drive. The announcers did mention prior to the game starting, the field was really good. And they was on the field with the Eagles and the Packers players. And then once that game started, the field was like a completely different, like the texture and everything was bad. So I'm just glad, other than Love, of course, no one got seriously hurt. How did y'all feel about Josh Jacobs' first game debut as a Packer? I feel like he was pretty solid. I think the O-line was decent at best. I want to hear you guys' thoughts.
I think they should have gone more to him in the first half, just for starters. I thought they didn't go to him in the first half enough.
He finished the game rushing-wise with 16 carries for 84 yards, and then he had a couple catches on the receiving end for 20 yards. I think he played pretty solid. I agree. I think he should have got more touches in the first half, but it seemed like that first half was just bombs away on both sides, to say the least. So I think it's the first week I won't put too much stock into either team. However, I do realize Love is going to miss some time with that MCL. Unfortunate play. It sucks because it's the first week of the season. I picked the Packers, obviously, to come out the NFC and win that division. I know for some people it could be a big reach, but I just felt like they could have built on what they did to us back in the last year's season.
Yeah, I think Green Bay is going to focus on the run game a little bit more now, given that they don't have no backup quarterback right now for Love, or nobody they can really trust right now. So
you don't believe in Malik Willis?
Hell no.
I'm not too familiar.
Liberty's finest.
But to be honest, I mean, Josh Jacobs, I mean, he looked good first game. I think it's still the beginning, only week 1. It's gonna take him some time to adjust to that new system and stuff like that. But I mean, utilize the talent while you got him there, and Jordan Love's out. So,
do you guys see them going more towards the run, given the weapons they have on the outside, and they're very thin on the running back side of things too, because AJ Dillon is out, so they don't have a legit backup. So, could teams potentially try to put 8 in the box against Josh Jacobs, knowing that they have Malik Willis, and try to let him beat them? Or do you think they're going to just give free reins to Malik Willis on that offense? I'm curious to hear you guys' thoughts.
Oh, they're definitely going to run it more, because poor Malik Willis, honestly, if we really think about it. Because going into the situation, I'm like, this is perfect for him. He can sit back and actually develop. You know, in Tennessee, he didn't get that chance. They wanted him to start, threw him out there too early. Then production wasn't there. He had to sit back. But now it's just like the Packers do have a, I would say, kind of easy schedule. The next 3 to 4 weeks. But I don't see them, you know, doing that same production. I would say probably Malik Willis getting at least 20 attempts throwing, unless it's really a shootout and they need him to toss the ball.
Yeah, I agree. I think, however, I do believe if anyone can get them prepared for the next week, and a good thing that they played on Friday, so I have a little longer preparation and rest. I think Matt LaFleur can get some simplify the schemes for Malik Willis to at least make it doable for them in the next week. I have to look at the schedule. I forgot who they play next week, but
I can pull it up right now, quick.
I believe Matt LaFleur and his schemes can help at least keep Malik Willis in the Packers offense afloat to start the season.
They got the Colts next week. Week after Titans, Vikings, and then Rams. We'll just go 4 weeks
So
out.
Colts, Titans, Vikings, Rams. I could see them probably going 2-2 possibly. Oh, we got breaking news, fellas.
Yes,
Dak
Dak
Prescott
Prescott.
becomes highest paid player in NFL history. 4-year, $240 million contract.
Boo!
So
Boo!
it looks like Trey Lance ain't gonna get a chance to play.
He
God
wasn't
willing.
gonna get a chance
Dak-
anyway.
Yeah, he wasn't once they made him QB3. But I will say that just means the Dallas Cowboys have signed an extension to not go into the Super Bowl for the next 5 years.
Y'all don't believe in Dak? Y'all think Dak can get
I
it
don't
done?
believe in the duo. Dak is amazing sometimes.
You don't believe in
See-
Dak and CD?
CD's amazing. They haven't showed me. They haven't done it.
Dak is not
How-
amazing sometimes. That shit is rare.
That's why I said sometimes. Sometimes he has those amazing games, 5 touchdowns, you know, like 80% completion. Like, don't get me wrong, he can show you why he can be a top 5 quarterback. But I just think they just need a change. He needed a change of scenery. So I don't like it. I think he should have went to a new team. Especially a lot of teams have questionable quarterbacks this year that might be looking next year and probably would have gave him the same amount of money. But that's just my thoughts.
Do y'all believe Dak Prescott's a top 10 quarterback in this league?
Definitely.
No.
I think he is. But
I mean, the way actually he probably is. But there's a lot of people like your CJ Strouds, your Jordan Love.
So hold that thought. Let me give you some names. Is he better than Lamar?
No.
no.
Okay. Is he better than Mahomes?
No.
Definitely not.
Is he better than Josh Allen?
No.
No. It's close.
Is he better?
but no.
Is he better than Joe Burrow?
No.
No.
Is he better than Matthew Stafford?
No.
No.
At this point in his
No.
career, it's a
No.
toss up.
No.
Is he better than Tua?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's coming from the Dolphins fan.
Bro,
too.
they're the same. One's just left-handed.
I think Dak's better.
Is he better than Jared Goff?
No. Yes. No. Hell no. Nah.
I don't know. That's when I.
Nah. Not golf. Not golf.
If you put Dak in that offense in Detroit, I think
Detroit.
he'd do the same as Goff.
Is he better than Brock Purdy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he better than CJ Stroud?
No.
Too early to tell.
Yeah,
I don't
too
wanna-
early
I don't
to
wanna
tell.
do
Hell no. Hell no. He ain't better than
Is
CJ.
he better than Kirk Cousins?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he better than Jordan Love?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'll say yeah at this point.
Nah.
That could change though.
My thing is
he better? Hold on, I got 3 more names. And hold that thought, Peso. Is he better than Trevor Lawrence?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 is he better than Baker Mayfield?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the last name I got, is he better than Jalen Hurts?
No,
Yes.
No, he is not better than
So
Jalen Hurts.
So we got a couple names. I think I would give Dak the edge over CJ Stroud just because I got to see more from Stroud. I
that was
can't.
crazy.
I
I didn't see
can't-
CJ make
I can't-
that could never fuck.
I can't just put him over. I can't put CJ over Dak just because of one season yet.
What masterfuls.
It was a great rookie season. Now you got to build on it.
Oh,
Um,
man. That ain't built on nothing.
I gotta see more from CJ. I will give Dak the edge on Jalen Hurts from the throwing and standpoint of the ball. But that's interesting. Okay. Hey, so what was your comment?
I just want to know. I want y'all to point out his successes. What has he done to be better than half of the
Statistics?
quarterbacks y'all name?
Statistically,
Statistically, we can't compare him to CJ Stroud because he's been in the league longer. But from an eye standpoint,
Oh, who
Do we
makes
really-
better
do we-
throws?
do we really think Dak Prescott
Like,
is
Dak
better
can throw
than-
the ball. Dak is a
I'm
good
not
thrower
saying-
of the ball.
that's
I'm
what
not
he
saying-
can't.
I'm not
but-
saying he can't. I'm not saying he can't. When
I'm
you
not,
watch,
I'm not saying you did that, but
when we're watching a football game, I know we said that he's better than Brock Purdy, but what is the reason why?
that he's better than Brock Purdy.
We was able to see all last year what Brock Purdy was able to do last year with the stacked team that he had offensively.
He's a system quarterback, whereas I think
Thank
Dak
you.
is not.
I agree. That was going to be my point right there. But you can elaborate more on that, Mike, if you like.
Basically, look at what Brock Purdy did when just even never mind any of his wide receivers or tight ends were out. When Trent Williams was out, those 2 games he had last year were an absolute shit show. And on top of that, look at all the weapons he got there. I know I've said before that Ayuk, he's like the 4th option over there, and look at the stats he puts up and what he gets paid. So if you put Brock Purdy in another offense, I don't think you're going to see that same success out of him that you're going to see in San Francisco.
So if you put Dak Prescott over there, like,
And I think they won a Super Bowl last year
Yeah,
if you put Dak over there.
hell no.
I actually think they got a chance to
Hell
win.
no.
So
Given
we
the
think
pieces
that-
around, I think that can do similar things that Brock did in that
So
system.
so we think that Dak just needs a system.
No, I also think the defense. It's both sides of the ball because it's times when they got to the playoffs, the offense just completely fell off a cliff, and then the defense just forgot how to play defense. Also, it's just the Cowboy stigma, in my opinion. As long as Jerry Jones is running that organization, they're not winning nothing. But
It's kind of crazy to me because it feels like just nowadays. Like, remember back then when you had the Tom Brady's, the Aaron Rodgers back in his prime days, the Peyton Mannings, like everything was solely based on them. If they didn't come with their A game, they had a heavy chance of losing that game. It mattered about the defense, but not as much as it does now and the other pieces and stuff like that. So sometimes it's like when I hear these quarterback ratings and stuff like that, it's like, okay, yeah, we know that he's a decent quarterback, a good quarterback, but oh, it's because of the system that he's in. Oh, it's because of the play calling and why Jordan Love is hurt now. Oh, it's because of Brandon Ayuk is the 4th option and this is just what he's dealing with. So I just feel like the quarterback position, it's still valued, but I do feel like it's getting just a little bit too much value at the same time.
It's just
It's
like
more-
any other position in football. As I've said before, I don't like to rank position players in a team sport, especially football. If you have one unit that fails, that's going to determine another position's success in a lot of instances.
Hey, it's just becoming more of a team sport, which is fine. But back in all days,
agree.
man, it was Brady and Brady all the way.
yeah, but it's still that way in some aspects where if the team wins, the quarterback's going to get all the credit and the praise, and when the team loses, they get all the slack. Like that's why the way we have the perception of Dak Prescott now is solely because of what you asked. What has he done? Given that he plays for the Cowboys, which is like the Lakers of the NFL with the media and everything, they haven't won when it matters most. And there's been times where he showed up and they lost, and there's been times where he didn't do anything, like that game against the Niners in the playoffs, and they completely fell off a cliff, and he got all the blame. So to your point, I think it's still there, and Dak's a great example of that because Dak
Then
is a top 10 quarterback, but he hasn't done that when it matters most. So people's not going to really give him the respect or credit that he deserves.
for him to get that contract too, I mean, you get your money, but that's just the market moving up, in my opinion. Just like the NBA.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's a lot of money, but I mean, hey, get
But
paid.
like you just said, now with that contract, there's really what you got to produce, and he's been producing on the field, but he's got to win when it matters most. But I also feel like Jerry Jones in him is doing a disservice because you're not putting enough pieces around. The O line is old and hurt. You brought back old, washed Zeke. You only have CeeDee Lamb. You don't have and Brandon Cooks is solid actually, but that's about it. You don't have nothing else. The tight end is okay, but it's nothing like some of the top teams that you hear. But Dak obviously is not the Mahomes where he can make things turn water into wine or things like that. But right now, Cowboys just put up a shut up to the quote unquote America's team.
I don't like McCarthy. I'm just throw that out there. We'll go.
No, I agree.
Me
with
neither.
That.
Me neither.
It's not just the NFL though, the NBA too. Both of these sports, just the contracts, or even baseball too. As a matter of fact, the contracts are just absolutely ridiculous that some of these guys are getting paid.
But that's just the Monday TV deals and all of that. And streaming's helping with bringing in so much income. But before we move on to the Ravens and Chiefs game, I wanted to hear you guys' feedback on the Eagles defense on Friday before we really get to touch base much on their defense. How did you guys like Quentin Mitchell on his debut game? He had some couple solid plays on the back end. I love that front four. I always knew the front four was going to be solid with the D tackles they have, but just wanted to hear you guys' thoughts.
Yeah, they came out jumping right out the gate on even though with the Eagles' offensive flaws and stuff like that, definitely they look good on defense. Correct me if I'm wrong. They mentioned something during the game, but the Eagles was the first team and since like the early 2000s that had different coordinators every year, but never changed the head. Like the head coach been the same since I think like 2007 or something like that. But then all the coordinators offensively and defensively has changed like every single season.
Yeah, I believe it's the past 3 years. They said they've had both different coordinators each year on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I might have went back way too far, but I think they mentioned some of the past couple of years and stuff like that. But that defense looked good right out the gate and stuff.
One thing with Vic Fangio, I know last year for Miami, and if you can look back at his career, this is true. Whenever he gets to someplace new, it takes him about 8 to 10 weeks to figure out that defense, and he knows that too, because that's why he had a lot of the starters playing on defense in the first half, because his defensive system is a lot different than a lot of other coordinators. So I know they allowed a lot of points, and partially I think because of the field, but they'll get it there on defense. There won't be the collapse that they had per se last year. It's just a matter of the offensive side of the ball can keep producing. And I think that'll depend on Saquon being healthy.
I agree. Moving on, we're going to touch base on the Chiefs and Ravens game. The Chiefs hung up their third banner in the Mahomes and Kelsey era and Andy Reid era. I'd love to hear you guys' initial thoughts on that game.
Yeah, Derrick Henry, as I stated last week. Again, it's the first game of the season, but the Ravens looked the exact same to me like they did in the playoffs and in their season last year. I know it's going to take them some time, but I think they need to change up that offensive scheme. I just don't see it working. I just don't see it working with Derrick Henry back there. I don't like the pickup. I'm happy for him that he's in a new team. He's in Baltimore, but I just don't see it working out for them.
Okay.
Call it what it is. Call it what it is. The boy's washed, bro.
Yes, thank you.
The boy's washed, bro. It's like I'm sorry, like the big hash truck, the 6'4", yeah, he washed, bro. Tennessee ran his years out. It is old like that. He ain't gonna make that much of a difference to me.
Like I definitely think Henry could still play. Don't
but
get me wrong.
he's not that.
I just don't think he's on the right team for the type of style that he needs to be playing right now.
For
It's
that
not going to
team.
work.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's just
Mark
not going to
Andrews
work.
is washed too.
But shout out to KC though, man.
Quickly, real quick, Lamar was 26 of 41 with 273 yards and 1 touchdown. He also ran the ball for 16 for $122. Henry had 13 touches, a touchdown with 46 yards. I feel like the scheme. I think the D line for the Chiefs came out ready to play. You know, it's the first game of the year. They got their rings. They got the confidence. I feel like the Ravens just came out sluggish, and I think the only person that came to play was Isaiah Likely and Lamar when it comes to the offensive standpoint.
And Justice Hill too. He had a good game.
Oh yeah, Justice was solid. Yeah, he had 6 catches for 52 yards. Zay Flowers was one of my biggest takeaways. I think he's gonna be a problem. Him and Likely as a pair is gonna be dangerous. And I don't think Mark Andrews is washed, but I will say I don't think he's healthy still. I do not think he's healthy. He only had 2 targets that game, but just watching how he's moving and his separation, he wasn't the biggest separator as a tight end, but having that ankle injury and then coming back early to play in that playoffs and only had a few months to still recover and rehab, and then now he's back in the swing of things. I think it's going to take him some time. Like I just don't see him getting to his old self till the second half of the season, maybe, if not this season. But I'm not too worried about the Ravens because they are a regular season team. Lamar doesn't really lose much games in the regular season, so I think they'll be fine. I think Henry will have his games. I'm not expecting him to be a Tennessee Titan, Derrick Henry, but I think he'll still be serviceable enough to help that offense and get them to where they need to go.
Yeah, one thing with Mark Andrews too is we got to remember he was in a car accident a few weeks ago. They said he was okay, but we don't really know that.
Oh, and you calling the man washed?
I still think he's washed, but I'm just saying to add to your point, that's all. I still think he's washed, but Isaiah Likely just fits in perfect with that offense. You put Justice Hill in the backfield with Lamar Jackson and Isaiah Likely. That's nothing but speed right there. And all the wide receivers you got too. The one thing that I could not stand the Ravens were doing is every time Hill was back there, they only had him one carry. You knew it was going to be a pass play or a Lamar run every time. And if I can see that, all the coaches on the Kansas City side can see that too.
Shout out that man Mr. Rice over there too, having 103 yards that game.
He was
Yeah,
a problem.
he was tearing them up in the slot in the middle of the field. I think he's going to be the number one. I felt that way when last year during his rookie season, but I'm just happy to see Mahomes' maturity and Andy Reid being able to scheme fit for them speedster receivers that they've been drafting the last couple seasons. Because it's the first game, so I'm not going to put too much dip on his chip. But from schematically and how he's able to produce, Xavier Worthy looked really good on Thursday night. So I'm excited to see how he plays moving forward. I also don't believe the Ravens defense is going to be that piss porous. They lost that game if you really look at it from that blown defensive assignment, which was the passing touchdown Worthy caught. You had Humphrey zone chuck, but there was no safety over the top. Mahomes is going to pick that off every day. Any quarterback can pick that off anytime. And that really cost them the game. So I was a little disappointed to see how that Ravens defense came out. But I'm not losing hope just yet.
Yeah, I want to see Baltimore be successful, man. I want to see Lamar be successful, especially after winning that MVP, man. But I really think something got to change, and I just hope Derrick Henry's not wasting his time. I'm not gonna say wasting his time. I just hope Baltimore and him collectively is not wasting each other's time with that pickup over there, because we'll see, but it's just not looking too good to me.
I think this is an overreaction from everyone about the Ravens.
That's why I said I'm not losing faith. Like
honestly, they were completely outmatched all the whole game. Let's be honest. And honestly, what killed their offense in the first quarter, in the first half, was all the penalties. Once you have that much penalties on offense, it blows your whole game plan.
But my thing is with the game plan, like the utilization, Lamar had over 100 yards rushing.
But
So
he's
it's
not
like,
going to do that every game.
but
That's
that,
the thing. That's why I feel like this game is an outlier. We're looking at it, yes, because they're facing the defending champs. This is the team that beat you to go win this second ring, you know? But I feel like Lamar's not going to have 120 yards every game, you know? They went with Henry early, got all those penalties. It was doing nothing. The Kansas City defense stepped up. I love that defense, honestly. And I think if there's a year somebody's going to three-peat, it is this year. But I don't know. I just feel like the Ravens were outmatched every single minute of this game. I'm even surprised they even got that close to the last play. You know, the way the Chiefs were beating them on both sides of the ball, this should have been a blowout. So I'll tip my hat to Lamar Jackson because that was an incredible game. I know people want to talk about maybe he missed Flowers at the end. I don't believe so. But yeah, I just feel like they were outmatched. They were never going to win this game, even though I took them to win this game. But I don't know.
I think a lot of us took Baltimore to win the first game.
I was the only one who had Kansas City.
Yeah, I have Baltimore. Just a lot of miscues. We'll see what happens. I just don't. I'm not. At first, I was big on the Henry pick, but after watching the first game, I really. Maybe it'll get better as the season go on, but I'm just not big on it no more. To be honest, it just doesn't look like conducive, like the short gains. He's not going to be a big run type of guy. He's going to be them gritty, small 3 to 4 rushes. I'm okay with that, but
I do agree, though. It's still too early to tell, but you got to call it for what it is for what we did see. And I don't agree that Lamar Jackson is going to have 120 yards every game. But I just want to see moving forward what else is going to be done, what adjustments is going to be made to not utilize that man as much as they did last year, and then off of what we've seen from this previous game. Because he's not going to be able to do it all. He shouldn't have to.
Nope, you muted Musa.
I agree. Thoughts on the offense for the Chiefs? How y'all feel about Isaiah Pacheco? Yeah, he ran for a touchdown, 15 for 45. We mentioned briefly about Rashid Rice. Do y'all think the Chiefs can three-peat?
I definitely can. I just don't see anybody in the AFC comparing to them right now, roster-wise. We still got a lot of. I mean, today finally kicks off week 1, and we got plenty of football left. So, I personally don't see roster-wise another team that can match up with them. I just feel like Kansas City, just off of watching them, it kind of just reminded me of last year too. They have a whole lot of different options on that offense and stuff. It's kind of like pick your poison type stuff and choose where you want to fight your battle. But as of right now, I got KC going back. As far as winning, I'm still sticking with my early prediction in Detroit. But I definitely see them coming back from the AFC.
Yeah, as long as they use Xavier Worthy like I predicted they were going to use him as that Tyreek Hill type player, this offense is going to be amazing. You know, this offense is going to carry this team completely opposite of last year, where they were still trying to figure out the offense.
with the defense,
Yeah.
And the beauty thing is, too, Spagnuolo has still got a great young defense, and even though Snead's not there, now, to your point, if the offense can carry that team, the defense is going to be even more fresh, and that's just more the merrier.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs winning it all. I don't until they prove me otherwise. I can't pick against them.
Do y'all think this might be Kelsey's last year?
Yeah, definitely.
If they're winning, definitely. But
he's
I feel like,
he's getting old.
yeah, he getting old. But it's one of those things where it's like, what made Gronk still play in Tampa was we have all these other weapons that you're still the greatest tight end. We can use you, probably one game where you really have a monster game. But other times we can use all these other players that you don't even have to really put all your production in and can actually help, save your career, play an extra season, So I feel like as long as the Chiefs, this receiving core stays healthy, and they go back to the Super Bowl, Kelce will be done. Because I think next year, when Rashee Rice is suspended, if they run it back with the same receiving core, that's when you're really going to need Kelce to step up. And at that old age, I just don't see it.
And don't sleep on Juju.
Yeah, right.
That boy got in the game and dropped the pass. I was like, yo, who's that?
That was actually
Smith-Schuster? Oh, okay.
That was a good defensive play, though. I think if he didn't get hit that way, he probably would have hung on to that ball.
No, it's Juju. He was never hunging onto that ball.
Filling in for Kadarius Toney.
I feel and that's a great feeling because if you remember when they won, he's already familiar with the scheme. But when he won, that was one of the go-to guys in the third and shorts. He was making some big plays for them on that first back-to-back Super Bowl run. So I ain't saying he's gonna be Juju of Pittsburgh or anything like that. I just think he's gonna be serviceable in spurts and moments where he can make the play that's needed. But yeah, man, Mahomes, the rich is getting richer, but it's still
I don't know,
to be
man.
seen.
We're forgetting that they still have Hollywood Brown.
That's right.
So once Hollywood Brown
hold
comes
on,
in,
Hollywood Brown.
Yeah,
ain't nobody worried about no Hollywood.
I'm telling you, yes, I understand, but it's because in Arizona he was the number one because they got rid of D-Hop. He's not a number one, but when you put him in this offense, I don't know. What a Mahomes! I've seen Mahomes. Look, you're over here talking about Juju. I've seen Mahomes kind of revive Juju's career. He could do the same for Hollywood.
I ain't even gonna disagree with that. I just gotta believe it to see it. If anyone can do it though, it's Mahomes. But I feel like I just expected more from Hollywood coming out of Oklahoma. So, but Mahomes got all the weapons. So, and you got a run game that's not too shabby. So, we'll see, man. Clips, what you think? You think they're gonna have a big chance of three-peat?
Hell no. I'm not buying that.
You're not buying what they selling?
No.
You think another team in the AFC is gonna stop them?
Yeah, who's gonna stop them?
Listen, Mahomes and them, they may make it to the bowl, but they are not winning a 3. I don't care what y'all. It's not.
What's your early prediction, Clips?
3 in a row.
Who beats them?
Yo,
It ain't that easy to pick, huh?
Give us like 2 teams you think got potential to make it out of the NFC.
I know he's gonna say the Texans for the AFC too.
I feel like they're getting overrated, but we'll get there.
Drop pass and they don't make the. I mean, if that pass is dropped, they don't make the playoffs last year.
Who could beat the Chiefs, huh?
I think I had Detroit or Atlanta.
I got the sheet in my other room. I can't.
I know I have
don't know
both.
if I wrote it down, but
I may.
I know I got Baltimore, so those are my 2 teams.
I don't know.
And you clearly
I'm
think
you sounded very confident a few minutes ago.
I'm not banking on the NFC teams to stop them. I'm banking on them not making it to the bowl. Like me in my head, like realistically, I got them losing before. Like they're gonna lose in like the AFC chip. They're not making it to the bowl. Like that's my. If they make it to the bowl, then they're probably gonna win. But I just think they're not making it. I personally,
Who?
no other
Right?
team in the AFC is gonna in the NFC is gonna beat them. They're smoking any team in the NFC. I just looked at I had to look at all the names. I was gonna say the Niners.
I actually like Detroit against them.
Wait, you think KC could beat
Yeah,
any
I
team
can
out of the
see
NFC coming out?
Yeah, clear.
I like Detroit.
You think they could beat Detroit?
But I got them losing in the AFC to like if it's Texans Chiefs, I'm taking Texans. Like I just trust CJ Stroud. That's me. I got my faith in my bull. Like this,
You trust Stephon Diggs?
yeah.
I think Stephon Diggs is getting too much flop. To your point about how the quarterbacks used to get all the praise and get all the hate when they lose, I think they're giving Stephon Diggs all the hate for that loss, like in the playoffs, when there's been times where
The drop passes?
Oh, and the missed targets too, because you had a chance to beat the Chiefs with Diggs wide open and Allen didn't even look.
Yeah. As
So-
soon as Joe Brady took over that offense in the second half of the year, he only would get like 30 yards a game. Yeah, because they wouldn't target him. So that was in the
That's all. I just think individual play in the NFL is just out of whack, and I'm fine with that because I
Agree.
think it's always been about a team sport. You just back then you seen the difference between an individual talent, and it really showed, and it really took over games at times.
I mean, you had Deion Branch was Super Bowl MVP, but you know, it's always been the quarterback, though, right?
Unless you're Barry Sanders.
Unfortunately.
Those who's watching, we're going to be starting our first ever Pick Six NFL Fantasy Draft in just a few minutes. We're going to do a live draft. The order has been set. I tried to do random, but the Yahoo Sports did it randomly for us. It is a snake draft. Mike, you have the first pick from what it seems to be. It's Mike, then Peso, followed by me, and then Ty gets the back-to-back picks. So we're going to be starting that in about a couple of minutes. But before we get into that, I just want to ask you guys some quick questions, man. Do y'all believe Rashid Rice?
Do you believe?
Oh, we're going to talk about that team later in the show, trust me, and what happened yesterday against Nebraska. But I wanted to ask you guys, do y'all think, and this is hypotheticals because I don't believe this is ever going to happen, if the Cowboys come out the NFC, which I don't think is never going to happen, do you think they can actually win the Super Bowl?
No.
Not this
Hell
year.
no.
Maybe
I need to put my Stephen A hat on.
Yeah, unless the Raiders are facing them in the Super Bowl, I don't know what you're talking about.
The Raiders? You don't think the Cowboys? You don't think the Cowboys could beat, let's say, Buffalo or Cincinnati?
Buffalo ain't making the Super Bowl.
No.
What about
Buffalo?
the Jets? You don't think they can beat the Jets?
No, Aaron Rodgers will wax them.
It's just so hard to think about that because I just don't see them passing a lot of teams in the NFC.
You're right, because they haven't been to the NFC Championship since I was a baby. And I ain't gonna say my age. That's confidential. But if those on the panel would know, that's a long time to not be in an NFC Championship game. Nonetheless,
Tony Romo days or before that.
No,
they
way
didn't
before
even make it.
that.
They didn't make
Before
it. That's Troy Aikman,
That means I was
Michael
young.
Irvin.
I was young.
which is why I said that's the fake America's team. The America's team
okay.
resides in New England. We on the downslide right now, though. So
I don't know how people gonna feel about that in the next couple of years with the Patriots, but
Yeah, I mean,
things
until
change every
until
year.
that owner leaves, I don't see anything changing.
They're about to say KC's the new America's team soon just because they're winning.
Go Taylor Swift.
anyone got some hot takes real quick before we get into this draft? Got like
My
a minute
hot
before it
take?
starts.
we
Anyone
got?
got some hot takes?
Baltimore and Philly missing the playoffs. I still am on that.
Okay, Mark Andrews being washed is a hot take.
Yeah.
Not really a hot take, but breaking news: Justin Fields is starting today against Atlanta.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Thank you.
So, if
I
Justin
forgot about
Fields has a good game, I don't think you see Russell Wilson start at all.
I forgot about that. Yes, Fields is starting today against Atlanta because I think Russell had a sore ankle. Something. I think he had
Hamstring, I believe.
Hamstring. Yes, I knew the leg. injury.
Pittsburgh's about to get smoked. I'm calling that. That's my hot take.
I got George Pickens going for a good 100 yards.
It's draft time, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Yo, real quick, who y'all got tonight on Monday night? Jets or Niners?
I got the Jets.
Jets.
I was gonna go with the Jets, but I'm going Niners because Trent Williams is back. So, we are draft has officially started. We got Tyreek Hill off the board. Of course, Mike Hater.
Draft started, baby.
I want thugs on my team. You know what I'm saying?
Hey yo.
Hopefully, everybody can see this.
I don't know why they keep putting him in the red, making that like it's an overreach.
Breece Hall first.
Yeah,
pick.
that's not an overreach. Like I don't know why they have that. Yeah, reds they think you overreached for him. Green's good value, and I think gray means like just average pick if I remember correctly.
Wow.
You getting Breece Hall number 1?
I'm taking Jettas.
I mean, we only got 4 people. It's still a lot of players, man.
Give me
Damn,
Jettas.
y'all think Christian McCaffrey's getting hurt or something?
He hurt right now.
He's hurt with Achilles.
Yeah.
I don't trust that.
Yeah, San Francisco just got too much over there for me. Oh, tie with the back-to-back picks, you lucky son of a gun.
CD, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
I wanted CD, but I'm like, I got to go.
Why don't you pick a $250 million man to go with him?
Overreach? That's crazy.
They said that's an overreach. I like how Yahoo's doing this now.
I think that's an overreach.
Christian McCaffrey, man. Everybody watching the channel, man, make sure y'all like, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. And leave a comment down below of all of our draft picks, too, how you feel about them, if you like them or not.
And if you like the stream,
Taking quarterbacks this early? Yeah, I know. Peso showing his age.
Oh, yo, I ain't gonna hold you.
Don't do that.
Yo, listen, I had a fantasy last year. Don't pick Mahomes. I had the first pick. I picked Mahomes. Worst decision ever, brother. Don't.
He had a down year that year, unfortunately.
Already critiquing my team.
Yo, I'm not. It's not you.
Nah, Mahomes is a good pick. It's just too early because in
He
fantasy
don't throw
football,
the
you don't
ball,
need to
bro.
get
Like you gotta
quarterbacks that
understand,
early.
he don't throw the he's not gonna go for them big plays. They are like.
Who to go for?
You got Mike.
I'm just hoping y'all don't take my pick. Damn it!
I knew as soon as you said that who you going for. So I'm like,
Mike,
yeah, I'll take him.
what? I'm tired of Mike's ass already, bro.
I was weary about taking 2 lines back to back, but I'm like, I ain't taking Chase with the contract situation. I ain't touching Derrick Henry. The rest of these guys I can probably get by the next time my pick comes around.
Damn.
Perfect.
I would have taken Saquon, but I'm just very worried about that man's health.
I don't know. Jamar Chase is playing today, so.
Yep, T. Higgins is out today too, for anyone wondering.
Oh, I forgot to mention the draft. After we finish the draft, our league will start Monday, so we'll be going into week 2. These games today won't count towards the draft results. Damn, he took Puka. That was gonna be my next pick.
Gee, what a shock! The Rams fan takes Puka.
Damn, you know what?
Puka, shit.
You don't want Cup to go alongside him?
Nah.
Kyron Williams,
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Okay,
How
I
y'all
like
think
it.
he's gonna do this year?
He's going to face some tough coverage with not too many other receivers over there, but I think he'll be all right.
Got to get my LSU boys.
Just going to say, who you going to pick next, OBJ?
I'm dead.
So look up. Mike about to get in his bag because he's gonna take another one of my picks. Oh no, that wasn't one.
No, I'm taking a risk on him, even though he's returning punts.
I knew it, bro. Why are you just taking all Detroit? I was
You see what
hoping-
that
I was-
offense does?
I was hoping no one was going to take Sam Laporta. That's why I went with Chase.
I'm not picking Kelsey. You crazy? I know better than that. I know Dan Campbell's a wild man, and he's going to throw that ball a lot. So I'll take those guys.
All right, quarterbacks.
Give me Garrett Wilson. Yes, yo. I love my receivers, boy. Yeah, I think Drake London could have a big year. Kenneth Walker, solid.
I think Drake London's gonna have a big year with Kirk Cousins being over there. Somebody that could throw him the ball finally.
Hell no. You crazy as hell.
I wish you was in this draft, Clips.
Oh no, I'm just being the sideline commentator. Just gonna troll everybody.
There you go. I'll take him. How
Pick
about
up
that?
Dak.
Dak lives matter.
Dak's gonna put up numbers as he always does.
Don't lie to yourselves, man.
33 tubs, 30 plus tubs over 4,000 passing yards. Okay, that's perfect. So that makes my pick easier because you took him. I'm taking Trey McBride.
See, one thing you got to remember about Dak on the Cowboys is look at their running back room. How many times do you think they're going to want to hand off the ball to Elliott and what's his name?
I don't know the other ones.
Right. You're right.
Can't even think of the other dude's name right now.
Turbine?
Who?
Is it Turbine?
Oh, Turpin?
Turbine?
I think he's a wide receiver.
That was gonna be my next one, Travis. Travis will be my next one. Now we're working on the bench. Okay. Let's see. Let me make sure I don't. Okay, he's in week 14. Damn, why do you gotta have the same bye week? Damn.
Hey, you might have to sacrifice a loss. That's what I'm doing by taking all these Detroit guys. It's long term to win the chip, man. It's okay.
I'll take him. I don't even want Brock Purdy, but who I wanted to be my backup quarterback, they got the same bye week as Lamar. That would have made sense.
The same man you were ripping as a system QB.
It was exactly what he assistant QB that's going to get it done. He's what you call a game manager. That's why I wanted CJ Stroud. But with the same bye week, it just didn't make sense. I was looking at him just now, too.
Yeah, he's another guy, though. I don't know if he can stay healthy. And Jalen Wright, who's already injured, could easily take his place, who they just drafted. So I'm not too confident on him, but seeing him on the bench, I'll take a shot on him. Breaking news: Kendrick Lamar will be the Super Bowl halftime performer.
Damn, he took Josh Jacobs. That was gonna be
Oh, we know what he's performing.
that
They
was
not
gonna be,
like us.
that was gonna be my pick. Josh Jacobs. Okay. He has a bye in week 10. He's his week 11, so it's actually perfect. I'm taking him.
It's be interesting to see if you can put up the same numbers as last year with
I'm praying because if
Sean there.
if not, go sign Joe again, bro. Please.
Yeah.
Week 6, week 12. Week 12. Okay, so I'm gonna need one. Okay. Not bad. I'm torn between these two. Let's see. He took Hurts. All right, that's perfect. I might take him over that other guy just because of that position alone.
Damn, what a 4-team fucking fantasy, bro.
There's so many people.
These teams are gonna be stacked.
So
Yo,
many.
the free agency is gonna look crazy.
Crazy, bro.
Damn, I don't even know who to pick.
Yeah, for
I
real.
was trying to find a six because we had our boy Steven was gonna do it, but I couldn't find another person, bro. Not in time. So and they wasn't gonna let me do 5-player draft.
Brock Bowers, okay.
I was thinking about him too, but I'm glad you did that because this receiver I'm picking now,
Yeah, I took all the good tight ends.
I'm taking DJ Moore.
Tight end's an underrated position. That can just
Yeah.
be another wide receiver if you get the right one.
DJ Moore. I trust Caleb Williams more than I trust the quarterback in another team for a receiver that I think is going to have a good year.
Who got Keenan Allen?
Keenan
Nobody.
Allen's
He's-
injured
he's
already. Be
fat.
careful.
He's fat.
Debo. DK and Jaden Waddle. Yep, good picks. Nobody want Derrick Henry?
Hell no.
Touchdown merchant. Oh, wait, is this quarterback left?
I do need
Damn,
another running back.
I could have took this quarterback over Purdy.
You took Brock Purdy, bro?
That's my
Oh, we in a 4-team league, bro. There's no reason why Brock Purdy should be the top 8 quarterbacks you taking in fantasy.
Look at the free agent pool right now. The quarterbacks still out there. This man took Brock Purdy.
because I had like 10 seconds left and he was the highest on the list. I was looking for somebody. I didn't get the cue to other quarterbacks. That's why.
A
That's why.
panic pick.
I only had 10 seconds. I didn't want them auto picking my player. Give me
That
someone
Mike
else.
Evans pick is amazing.
Yeah, I was looking at him too.
No one wants Bryce Young.
I'm trying to see.
Yeah, I had him in my fantasy last year. That shit was awful.
That's a bad pick, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry to hear that.
I forgot who else I had, and then who I had at quarterback. They got hurt, and I had Bryce Young for the
Give
rest.
me Cooper Cup.
Was so
Damn.
sick.
You know, I was double backing for Cooper Cup, bro. Why would you do that?
Hey man, I'm looking at my bye weeks. I need players. Yeah, I like my squad. As you should, given it's only 4 teams.
Yo, who you think's more watched, Derrick Henry or Alvin Kamara?
Alvin,
I'll say
Kamara's doing
Kamara.
right. He can
Alvin
catch
had
and run.
Alvin Kamara had a fall off like nobody else's business. So
Yeah, but he does get all the check downs from Derek Carr, so
that is true.
Derek Carr will be checking down a lot this year. So
I'm gonna take a kicker.
That's what I was about to look at.
we got kickers in this. Damn.
And defense, yeah. Speaking of defense, let me get Cleveland's.
I might just pick up a different defense every week, honestly.
Go ahead. You might as well change it into Detroit Lions at this point.
And the Dolphins. I got a good even mix of those two teams.
I mean, if you get in the whole receiving core, I definitely would have took Jared Goff. So I don't know why you took Dak though.
I got him between Dak, Tua, and Goff. All three are injury concerns. One of them can stay healthy for me. That's the goal. They all got good points. They just need one to stay healthy.
Kyle Pitts, trusting yourself with that?
I'm running with the Falcons this year, man. I got big stock in them this year. Telling you, Kirk Cousins, he know how to use them tight ends.
Damn, I didn't think this through.
Who's gonna put up a lot of points this year?
Jacoby Brissett, he's still out there. Kyler Murray, if you want the dual threat.
Damn, so this doesn't start this week. We gotta wait all the way till next week.
Mm-hmm.
The schedule and everything should be set by
Well, technically, we just
That's
gotta
him.
wait till Thursday.
Yeah.
I think Joe Mixon is a bad pick. Given that they ain't got no receivers.
Who's his backup? Wait, you said because he has no receivers
Because they don't have a deep receiving group. I figured they'll run the ball.
in
a little more.
Houston?
No, James Cook.
Oh, my bad. I thought you said Joe
I picked
Mixon.
I picked James Cook.
Oh,
I'm like, all right, that's the risk pick.
no, I think that's a solid pick right there. I think a big day today too.
And that's it for my draft.
You could look at the standings and see the point projection too. I didn't know they did that already.
They even be handing out Fs for the draft grades. I saw that in the league Ty had.
Oh, I got Peso first week.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
Mike first week.
This should be pretty interesting. I haven't done a football fantasy in some years, but we back with it.
We have Ty still on the clock. Let's see, it shows. Or is that just?
I already drafted. I have my whole completed team. I took
Oh,
Baltimore.
so I don't know why.
I think it's just a glitch.
Nah, yeah, it just completes in like 9 more minutes and stuff like that.
All right. I'm gonna.
I'm trying to look at my team again. Like, hold
Yeah, I'm
up.
gonna look at the standings in a second. Let me look at them. I'm gonna look at the matchups and stuff. Just get that pulled up real quick. Then we're gonna finish off the show.
George Kittle and Travis Kelce.
I like that Kittle pick. Kelsey, man, I don't know.
Stroud. Man. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of free agents, fellas. I feel what Ty was saying, switching up defenses every week because even kickers too. Well, I wish they even add that in there. I don't need no damn
I'm gonna
kicker.
share screen so you look. Everyone can watching can look at everyone's rosters.
I was gonna say I have it right here. You got it?
Yeah, should be sharing now. Actually, all right, everyone watching. This is my drafted team.
Yo, that team is stacked.
Lamar Jackson, you're starting QB.
Lamar's a regular season quarterback, bro. He gonna throw and run the ball. I got Lamar.
Justin
I got
Jefferson,
Jettas, Jamar Chase.
Christian Franklin. Okay.
Yeah, this is a
Saquon.
stacked team right here.
Garrett Wilson. Brock Purdy gonna put up numbers. He ain't the cream of the crop, but he's serviceable. Njoku, DJ Moore, Cooper Kupp, James Cook. I got Cleveland and San Fran's defense, and I got Justin Tucker as my kicker to round it off. I expect Trey McBride to have a great year this year. Now he getting dropped like a bad habit. Somebody else. We're gonna look at Mike. I ain't calling it by the team. His team.
No, why not, bro?
Oh,
Come on.
17.
It's a little foreshadowing on the future. That's all.
Why you gotta be a hater like that?
I'm
man?
not going 0-17.
Why you gotta be a hater like that? Don't be surprised
Mike,
Patriots come out week 1 and win.
If the Patriots go 0-17, I'll cut my hair.
Nah, you don't gotta do that, bro. I don't want to do
I know
that.
they're gonna win the game. They're gonna win today, as a matter of fact.
Yo, Mike, take the bet.
Nope.
Yo, I would yo.
Nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do
This is
that.
wild,
bro.
man.
I don't want to
It's
do
already
that to
off.
him, bro. I'm not like that.
Wait, while we talk about cutting it off bald,
Nah, hell no. What the hell are you talking about? I'll go back to my waves. You crazy. Going bald with no full beard? Just a goat? Hell no. Got me look like Morris Chestnut.
A milk dud with hair, nigga.
Milk dud with hair.
whose team is this? Mike?
Get you. Yeah.
I'm playing.
Almost
Dak
cussed.
Prescott to start.
Yo, you got
Y'all, Mike,
I
please
think-
let them know, because they act like that person is not going to put up numbers. Like
He's
that
not.
This is fantasy, not to win a Super Bowl. This is to win fantasy. That's
No,
it.
I'm just in. I'm
Wait,
intrigued.
who's your backup?
I
I'm
got
about to scroll
Tua
down.
and Jared Goff. I'll probably be starting Jared Goff. I'm not gonna lie, but
You got
Dak threw for over 4,500 yards with 36 TDs, and he ran for 2. He gonna put up stats.
You gonna lose while doing it. At least they don't count losses.
Hey, and I was about to say, fantasy, you don't
Yeah,
care about the
exactly.
win.
I don't care if he wins as long as he gets me the dub.
He stole Amon Ra from me. Jameer Gibbs, Karen Williams, Sam Laporta is another one he took.
I like
I
that
had-
Walker pickup.
What's up with all these players you got on the same team?
I
How
told
you
you, I
doing?
might
How
have
the
to
ball's
sacrifice
gonna
the loss
spread?
1 week, 1 or 2 weeks. I'll be
Evan
good. It's a
A-Chain.
long-term game.
DK Metcalf,
Waddle,
you got stalking him this year.
Oh yeah, I do.
I hope he has a good season.
Jalen Waddle, Jared Goff, Isaiah. That's what took Isaiah. Well,
Isaiah likely. Yeah.
then again, it's like it depends if they're gonna give him the ball.
Chicago,
They need to.
Huh?
Chicago
Don't
gonna have
sleep on
Chicago had a good
Chicago's
defense
defense.
last year too.
I like it. I like
They had
it.
let me not say good. They was the middle of the pack, but
Now
they had
that,
potential to be a good
Jordan Love's out, I think Chicago's gonna take that division early. They're gonna get on a hot start early.
Not over Detroit.
Yeah, you crazy.
Oh,
I wouldn't be
my
mad
bad.
at that.
Yeah, I got Detroit. Yeah, and
Peso.
Chicago probably be second.
Peso. You got
Yeah, Chicago second.
Mahomes,
Yeah.
I don't like that pickup, but it's all good.
that's off of PTSD.
I got a couple backups just in case.
Nah, I'm trolling. That's my PTA. Yo, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, listen,
It was a money league too.
I was in a $1,500 money league, and I literally could have won if he would have literally just played. Like, if he would have threw the ball and stuff, acting like a whore. Like,
Damn.
I lost because who else was my quarterback, and they got hurt, and I ended up having to stick with Mahomes and Bryce Young, and Bryce Young was
Brees Hall. That's a great pickup.
Yeah, that's what I got. CJ, and hopefully he can stay healthy. But Joe Burrows, just in case.
Kittle, Kelsey,
I like the
I
Debo
got
pick.
Joe Shiesty having a good year this year. Joe Shiesty's gonna do something.
Josh Jacobs, CJ Stroud, Debo, Mike Evans, Kyle Pitts, Joe Burrow,
Got Young Ho.
Young Ho. You
Yeah.
showing your Atlanta ways?
Young
Ho.
Ho.
Young who, yo? If you're not hip, yo. If you're not hip to, yo, it's young who, yo. Don't. It's not young who.
Young Who. My apologies.
Young who, man.
Hey,
It's actually Young
Woo,
Wei, I believe.
Young Woo, if you can, save the Falcon season, Peso will buy you and your peoples the premium pack of JJ's chicken. If you know, you know. You get that family discount at JJ's. You get that family.
It need to be the other way around.
Yeah.
For real.
Young Who need to provide me some season tickets, shouting him out. And man, I'm thinking Atlanta's gonna put up a lot of points this year and stuff. So that's why I ended up picking him.
And he got the Jets defense. That was gonna be my pick after.
That's a solid pick right there.
I was gonna take their defense, and he took them, so I ended up going with San Fran. But that's expected in a short.
Puka Nakua. I love the name.
I can't stand Ty.
Wait, did he actually draft him?
He did.
I did.
Oh wow.
That's why I stopped talking, because I seen the nail. Oh, Ty.
Puka. Yo.
You got Josh Allen, CD, Puka, Bijan, Pacheco. I think Brock Bowers is going to be a sleeper. Marvin Harrison Jr., Tay Adams, Travis Etienne,
That's wide receiver in the league.
Jalen Hurts, Kamara, Devonta Smith, Jake Ferguson.
Kamara
got Brandon
could
Arthur.
have left. If he should have left New Orleans.
Yeah, I thought he would have been out
Baltimore.
of there by then.
I ain't gonna lie, Kamara in Pittsburgh would be nice.
Him and,
Jalen
Same with
Warren.
Derrick Henry too.
Him and Jalen Warren. But that's the rosters. We're gonna look at the matchups for the first week. And our season doesn't start until going into week 2. So September 10th, that Monday.
hold up.
No, not Monday. I'm sorry, Tuesday. So me and Peso play first.
Cincy. Oh my gosh, that game's gonna be electric. Cincinnati.
We got a pretty decent matchup to start.
AJ Brown's gonna go off against Atlanta.
I don't know. That boy AJ Terrell.
Yeah.
Chase
Highest
versus
pick corner in the
KC.
league before Ramsey yesterday.
Jefferson versus San Fran. Ooh.
I got McCaffrey if he plays against Minnesota.
Hall.
Brees Hall got Tennessee's defense actually no slouch though. But given that offense going, I don't know how good the offense is going to be. That defense might be
Saquon
tired.
versus Atlanta.
Trey McBride against the Rams, which could be a good. It's a division pick though.
Versus Green Bay.
That's a division. Garrett Wilson, Tennessee. I got Cleveland against Jacksonville. Oh, word. Hopefully, that should be solid. But that's week 1 matchup. I want to look at other matchups.
You see that gold ring around my name, man. That's champions. I won a lot of champions in fantasy, so you know what I'm saying. That there's a reason why I have that banner there, that bracket.
It's okay. Who's the reigning champion? Back-to-back champion. That'll be me, sir.
That's okay.
Not football.
I'm like
We gonna have
Tom
to look
Brady
at-
out here, man. All
Nah,
right.
and I'm a homeboy.
I got a ring. You got to catch up. You still got catching up
Yeah,
to do, man.
I'm better than you.
I want to
talent.
I want to click that compare managers.
Oh, no, we can click it. He been doing it longer than me.
D-
Oh, but
don't-
look who got a better record. Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Just because you bought a gold ring from Timo,
Y'all got winning percentages.
29 and 20.
Hold on. Matter of fact, me and Pace have been playing since the same year.
Wait, is this only football or is this all Yahoo?
It's everything. Yeah,
Nah, that can't be everything because basketball, you have a lot more games.
that's true.
This might just be football, I think.
Stay tuned, man. We definitely gonna have a grade A basketball.
Hey, you see him? You see how many times he managed the leagues, man? He be finessing this.
Nah, that's actually from I used to do a lot of random drafts with random teams. So that's where that comes from.
Just look at Ty and Mike's
Trying
matchup.
to look at that now. How do I switch? I'm trying to figure out how to switch over to it. Or is it only can I only look at
matchups.
mine? I only got to look at mine.
Nah, go to the league.
Oh wait,
Scroll up.
I think I just seen at the bottom.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Yep.
See, you jinxing the Pats, Mike. You might be the one in fantasy going 0-17.
Let's compare managers.
This lineup's not final. Yeah.
Yo, you got
God damn, Ty
Yo,
Diamond.
Yo,
Ty
Diamond,
I've been doing this shit
2010.
for years.
he got
Oh,
18
man.
teams managed. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I got Ty winning it all.
Oh, 18 teams managed how many leagues you've been in. So yeah. Yeah,
Alright,
so I thought about that.
18
Try to
leagues,
get
ETL. So
on
look, hold on, wait, go back.
Yeah,
back.
this must be only
Played in 18
football.
leagues, and he won
because-
7. That's a great. That's
You
a
said-
great.
Oh yeah.
I've been playing since 2010, bro.
Yeah, this must only.
But look
be
at those first
football.
place trophies, though. All right.
Oh my god.
And that's when we started paying for bread. So stop it.
If only you could get first place in this one.
We'll see.
Oh, I'll do it easily.
We'll see. I feel like every week after every week we should pull up the numbers on here just to.
By the end of this football season, everybody gonna be saying Musa, L.A. Musa. Remember?
Yeah, LAST.
Only Peso with that damn laughing. Listen here, Peso. You wish you can be L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Listen, we got a long season to go,
You got
fellas.
Mike over here. Want to be Paul Heyman?
Yo, chill. Yo, why you gotta do me like that, man? Damn.
It's okay. I be getting the Mark Henry jokes. I stop.
Oh man. Now what's the matchup? We got Dak and Josh Allen. I don't know. Both of them quarterbacks feel like I feel like they're gonna put up a lot of numbers, but they also gonna stink up the field at the same time.
I got Dak in that because he got New Orleans in their home. Because Josh Allen's at Miami. For some reason, players when they get to Miami, you know.
This is a night game though, not a day game, so they're not gonna have that heat factor.
But it's also a short week.
I feel like the first 3 lines for you guys is gonna be pretty even.
Because that Josh Allen game is a Thursday night game.
Yo, Amon St. Brown is about to smoke the Bucks.
I like the defensive backs in Tampa, but I think
you gotta watch out for Villa too.
Nah, but Puka.
Villa is definitely great. He's a D tackle that we could talk.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I think Puka might go off though. Arizona,
That's a divisional game. Those divisional games always be tough. Because I was looking at that too when I had Trey McBride. I was like, division game. They should though.
Marvin Harrison is not gonna get a touchdown his first game.
Kyron Williams against that Arizona defense, I like that.
Yeah.
Kenneth Walker against that New England defense, I like that too.
Yeah, you like anything against that New England defense.
This year. I wouldn't have liked that 10 years ago, but this year I
don't know about that. I don't know. We'll see. I just hope we get Travis Hunter. That's all I care about. Or the tackle from LSU. That's all.
We need a receiver. That's what the hell we need.
We got our receivers. We got our boy Javon Baker and Jalen Pope.
Yeah, we could use one more.
I like them dogs. But that's that for the fantasy. Before we close out, we're gonna just do our college football and final picks for the week.
Yeah, we're only doing one NFL game because we did all of them last week.
Yeah, take it away, Mike. What's the first?
Wait. You got the standings so far?
I got them in the other room. I'll text them out as soon as.
We'll have that updated for next Sunday. We have everything updated.
Yeah.
I like that little thing you got going on. We gotta keep up with that.
Yeah, for sure. I know. Last night, I think we all had Tennessee, if I remember correctly. I don't remember offhand. Then I think we all had Texas, other than Musa. And then Friday night, I think everyone had Philly, other than me and Clips. I think we both had Green Bay, if I remember correctly.
I did pick. I thought I had Green Bay. I don't remember.
No, I think I got you down for Philly. But as I said, I would have to check. But we'll pick the rest of the week's NFL games for week 2 next Sunday, seeing there's only one before. Then we got Bills and the Dolphins on Thursday night. Dolphins are favored by 1.5 points.
Is that the game that's in Miami?
Yeah,
right?
It's supposed to rain.
It's supposed to rain. Yeah.
I'm gonna go dark horse.
I got Miami.
I got Bills.
Y'all want them straight up or with the 1.5?
I'm going
straight up. I point half is too. That could go either way.
So who'd y'all say? You said Miami pace. So who'd you say, Clips?
Bills.
Buffalo.
Bills.
All right.
I got Buffalo as well.
I'm taking Miami with the points. Who do you want, Ty?
I'll take Miami.
With the points or straight up?
Straight up.
Straight up. All right.
I'm taking Miami straight up.
Yeah,
too.
I got you. There's only one college football top 25 matchup as of right now. The standings haven't came out, but from what I see, there will be shakeup in the top 25, but not to make any top 25 matchups. So as of right now, got Arizona at Kansas State. Kansas State is favored by 7.5 points.
I got
The
Kansas
way
State.
Arizona looked last night, man. I got KSU, and I'm gonna take
They got
them
my
straight up.
dog. They got my dog back there. The running back, second year. He was in Colorado last year. I think his name's
Arizona
Dylan Edwards.
struggled with North, and it was NAU. Yeah, North Arizona University. Man, they struggled with them last night.
So you want them straight up or with the points, Pacer?
I got KSU straight up.
You know who's winning today's football game? You see what Clips got on. You know what time it is, man. The era of Mayo.
Oh, Jamar Chase playing?
Yeah.
Don't matter. Don't matter.
Doesn't matter if either one of them are playing. I agree. I think they'll still lose.
Pats is going to win this game by 3. Calling it. Patriots by 3.
Damn, hot take.
Call it a hot take.
Who do y'all got?
I got KSU. Give me the points though.
Yeah, I'll take that one as well.
Football is any given Sunday.
You want KSU minus 7.5, Moosey said?
Sirski.
All right. Who do you want, Ty?
Let me get Arizona.
Straight up? With points?
Nah, with the spread.
All right. I'm taking Arizona straight up.
That dude, that quarterback over there, what's his name? I don't want to mispronounce it.
Noah Fafita?
Yeah, Fafita. Yeah, he was getting a little rattled last night, man. I don't know. I haven't seen KSU play at all this year.
They had a rough game against Tulane yesterday. They only won by 7. They almost got upset too.
Yo, Penn State almost lost too. The Bowling Green.
No, they didn't.
That was a little scary towards the end of the game. Talk the upset too. Notre Dame lost. Northern Illinois. Shout out to them.
Yeah, man. It's got some good games on for college football this week that happened. NFL's back. It's gonna be a great start of week 1. The games are starting soon. Everyone watching the show, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and remember to leave a comment for your business so we can shout you guys out on the next episode. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.